Hello, hello. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Eden. Hey, Jay. Unfortunately, Angela had to work tonight, so you guys are stuck with just me. Still haven't gotten that freaking camera thing figured out. So how is everybody? Forgot to arrange my screen. So is anybody up to anything interesting? Nice. Oh my god. Give me a sec. Just realized that an order I had got delivered to the wrong place. Oh my god. Sorry guys, give me a minute. That's what I didn't need right now. So yeah, we have a big photo shoot happening on Monday for Halloween. And one of the outfits got delivered to I don't even know where. It certainly was not our apartment. And of course, as with most things nowadays, good luck actually being able to talk to a freaking human. So God only knows if I'll be able to actually get it here in time. So I'll have to deal with that further later. Anywho. Alright. Let me get my beginning stuff out the way. Payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Gutierrez. That's me. You're in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being the little purple bubble mailers. $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, it's an additional $35 on top of that. It's the only way you can send a only way you can insure coins all the way through the mail. If you're new, you are able to get stuff tonight. You just have to send us an email by the end of the night. Again, that's cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. Email has to have your channel name, personal info, shipping info, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that by the end of the night, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. Here's our Facebook link. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. We post our lot list on there every day we have a sale. I don't think you still owe us anything. Let me check. Pretty sure not. All right, well, I'm doing this. And then we also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, again, shoot us an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a few days before every sale. And as soon as the lot list hits your email, you have the ability to pre-purchase items. Keep in mind, it is first come, first serve. So if you want something, jump on it. And also always keep in mind that pre-purchases do have to be paid for by the evening before the sale that the list is for. If you don't, that qualifies as a non-payment. And then we have to put you on a 30-day. You know, CM, you don't owe us anything. You're good. All right, give me one quick second. All right. Yeah, nobody owes us anything right now. Everybody is all paid up. All right, let's get this thing going. Hey, Richard. Oh, before we start, just a reminder, this Thursday is the big consignment sale. So that lot list will be going out tomorrow morning. It'll be same start time as always at 5 p.m. Arizona time on Thursday. It's a huge list, so attack it in pre-sale. Help us knock it down so we don't have the 6-hour stream. Seriously, go after it in pre-sale. All right, kicking off with banknotes as always. First one up, we actually have 2 available. These were a single year design. They are from 1991, Cambodia. 500 rials. And they have the Temple of Angkor Wat on the design. These are $3 each. If you guys aren't familiar with the Temple of Angkor Wat, go look it up. That temple is amazing. One going to Philip. Anybody on the second one? That was the obverse. All right, moving on. Next up is a 1936 1 yuan from China. Going for $3. I think they're in really good condition for its age. And going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. It's the same size it always is every week. All right. Yep. Next up, 1944 to 45, 1 yen Japan. This is the no serial number note. Going for $3. Go to Aaron. All right, next one. This one's interesting. Another the 1936, not that I'm aware of. I think that was the only one we had. So this is a 2002 €5. From what's referred to as the Eurozone, which is the EU basically. It's going for $7. You could take this to a bank right now and the conversion on this is almost $6. So this is still usable. Hey, Adam. Anybody? Be it's in like an AU. What would that be? €5. Yeah, conversion rate right now. If you took it to your bank right now, you would get $5.31 after the conversion. It's good for nothing. It's good for collecting, and it's good for spending. If you happen to be in the EU, you got €5. Or you could take it to your bank and convert it for $5.31 right now. Last call, then we're moving on. You're basically getting it for $1.69 because you could go and convert it for $5.31 right now anytime you want. All right, moving on. 1977 to 1982, 500 pesos from Argentina. Going for $2. Going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. Next up, 1989 to 95, 10 ringgit from Malaysia. Going for $2. Going to Kelly. All right, here's another one that's still spendable, which is why the higher price tag. This is a 1992 $50 from New Zealand. The conversion on this right now is $30. We're doing it for 33. So this is another one you can take straight to your bank and convert it for $30 right now. Anybody? If nobody buys these, I might actually throw those two in my little box just in case I end up over in those areas. That would be the exact conversion, dude. I would lose money on it. I could take it to my bank and not lose money. The land of flightless birds. Going to hit in. Congrats, sir. God. All right, next up. $1978 100 drachma from Greece. Going for $2. And going to Kelly. And last banknote. $1938 5 francs Belgium. I'm going for $4. And going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. Kelly beat you hidden. All right, if anybody wants the last two that were available, we have one of the Cambodias left, and we have the €5 left. Just let me know. We are moving on to medallions. Oh, Kelly's been in both those banknotes. Congrats and congrats. The Cambodia is $3. The €5 is $7. And the €5 is 2002 €5. It's still spendable, so you could take it to your bank and convert it for $5.31 right now. This is the Cambodia. This was the one-year design, 500 rise. It's got the Temple of Angkor Wat on it. And this is the €5. From the EU. Got it. All right, medallions. So we sold a number of medallions in pre-sale, but we have a few left. Kelly, I'm surprised you didn't grab this one. All right, this is the Australian Wildflowers bronze medallion, still in the original package. And going for $8. And now going to Kelly. Nothing on the back. Royal Australian Mint. Alright, next up, all the ones we had 2 of these, we now only have 1 because the others went in pre-sale. So the first one is a 1973 Samuel Adams and Patrick Henry bronze bicentennial medallion. Still in the original stamped envelope. All for $4. Boston Tea Party stamps. Kelly, you already bought one of these. Do you want 2 of them? Okay. Going to Kelly. Just making sure. This one you also already bought one in pre-sale. The 74 John Adams. Going to Kelly. Grats. And last medallion. 1975 Paul Revere. Going to Kelly. My lady that loves her medallions. By sending me $1 million. That's how you do that. All right. Next up, we got a bunch of these in stock right now for those of you that love these things. Hidden, I have done it the same way for 4.5 years. All right, these are those 0.6 ounce silver $10 limited edition casino tokens. First one is the Native American Series Chief Medicine Crow. .39 fine silver. It's 0.6 ounces. The inner part is the silver. Very awesome piece for anybody who likes to collect Native American items. Anybody? Tone that light down a bit. All right, moving on. Next up is the Las Vegas McCarran International Airport Royal Flush. And nobody on these, huh? Normally these things go right out. moving on. Next up is Golden Gate, Las Vegas. Las Vegas' oldest hotel. I know, usually these things blow right out. I know Jags fans having deal with some financial stuff, or normally these things don't even make it to the sales. Normally he blows them all out in pre-sale. And then usually when Chef's around, he buys them all up too. All right, moving on. And next up, from the year 2000, the Golden Nugget, Laughlin, Nevada. Millennium. If I go yellow for a second, bear with me. Doing a sale while also dealing with a missing package. All right, I'm going to be getting a phone call here in a minute, guys, so I might have to pause the stream for a moment. It's not locked up. I'm still here. I'm just dealing with two things at once, so bear with me. Yes. All right. Apologies for the holdup. On the upside, it's getting replaced, and the replacement will be here on Thursday. So, all right. Moving on this one. All of our stores here still have them. I check them every time I walk by one. All right, next up, from the Bellagio. 2000 Millennium. All right, moving on. To the Flamingo from Flamingo Hilton from Laughlin, Nevada. Golden Nugget going to Aaron. Congrats, sir. Oh, this one we have 2 available. Or wait. Nope, we don't. We have 2 from this hotel. They're different They're different designs. Go away. Stupid ad. Oh my lord. It's not one thing, it's another tonight. Give me one sec. There we go. A stupid ad popped up and it didn't want to go away. Alright, moving on. And then from the Flamingo, the 2001. Going to mean one. Get our odds. All right, next up. Pioneer Billy the Kid, Laughlin, Nevada. Billy the Kid, 1860 to 1881. moving on. Next up, we got two available. They're Bally's in Las Vegas. All right, moving on to the Mirage, Las Vegas, Nevada. And moving out. All right, last one. There's two available. Treasure Island. All right, I'll do a little deal on these. If anybody wants all 11 remaining, I'll do it for $198. Oh, wait. Is that right? Hang on. Let me double check my math. Yeah. $198. That makes them 18 bucks each. So it saves you $22. It's the lowest I can go on these. Anybody? That makes it 6.6 ounces of silver just in the silver. All right, we are moving on. Let me get the rubber band back around these. And then we will be on to coinage. Coinage. All right, World Silver time. All right, we are starting our world tour tonight in Australia. With a 1943D, 3 pence. BU. NGC list is 18 bucks. We're doing it for 10. Your little demon marker right there. That is D as in Denver. We did make some of their coins for them back in the day. moving on. To 1943, 1 shilling. This one's in a VF for $5. 925 sterling silver. And it's actually the 1943S. So it's actually a 43S. Angela mislabeled it. Let me fix that real quick. She missed the mint mark on the back. All right, now it's an S. All right, moving on. Next up, we got 1 coin from Italy. This is a 1959 500 Lyre. 83.5% silver BU. NGC list is $54. We're doing it for $35. It's kind of cool because somehow got a little bit of dark toning on some of the sails, which gives it a really neat look. Going to Stack Deck. Congrats, sir. All right, next up, we are going to Britain. 2 coins from Britain tonight. All right, so these are both 42 3-pences. We have one in AU for $5 and one in EF for $4. So if you want one, just say bin and what grade. Here's the AU. And here's the EF. All right, moving on. Next up, we got 1 coin from Curacao. And it is the 1944 D 1/10 Gulden. It's in a VF for $3. Going to Philip. Congrats, sir. All right, next up we are going to Mexico. south of the border. And kicking off Mexico is the 1926 1 peso. It's a VF. Apparently we forgot to put the grade on the list. It's going for 14 bucks. Nice dark toning. Gives it an antique look. Wow, nobody. Thought sure somebody would have wanted this one. 1926. 72% silver. All right, moving on. Next up, you're thinking? Well, when you're done thinking, let me know. 1961. These are the 10%ers. It's in a VF for $3. The ones we refer to as the Mexican war nickels. Put yourself in the payment plan. True. All right, next up, 1967 1 peso. 10%er. This one's marked wrong. It's supposed to be an EF. EF for $3. Let me fix that on the list real quick. There we go. EF. All right, moving on. All right, these next two are uber rarities. Say 2005 100 pesos. 925 sterling silver core BU. Only 3,761 of these were minted. Going for $70. I'm not going to try that word. I will kill that word. Less than 4,000 of those ever existed. All right, moving on. And then there's the 2006 Baja 925 sterling BU. 5,201 minted, $60. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for 120. Saves you 10 bucks. A jackalope. Oh, it's either a deer or an elk. I think. I think. And the camera is not doing these things justice. They look way better than what the camera's showing. Alright, moving on. I'm actually amazed nobody wanted those. Alright, next one. This one is a big one. This is one of our big items tonight. Don't let size fool you when it comes to value. 1933 1/10 Balboa. 90% silver BU. 100,000 of these were ever made. NGC list on this coin is 300 bucks. We're doing it for 175. Yep, this is one of the key dates of the 10th Balboa series. Panama. All right, moving on. Yep, most of the Panama coins were minted in the U.S. All right, we are moving on to Germany. And we are starting off with a really, really old coin. Not like ancient old, but still really old. 1736, 4 shillings. German state of Lauerberg. VG, 28 bucks. How many times are you going to come across one of these? Oh, am I on the wrong camera? Did I forget to switch back? There we go. Thank you for letting me know. I have a bad habit of that. Hey, Doug. Going to Aaron. Gratzer. All right, next up. $1972 G, 10 marks. 62.5% silver, BU. I forgot to put that on there. There we go. Now it's on there. Over 10 bucks. from the Munich Olympics versions of these. Skinny chicken. All right, moving on. And then the next one, we got 2 available. These are the 72F from the Munich Olympics. Both are BUs, $10 each. All right, moving on. Slim pickings tonight. I guess you guys are running out of money. A little too much sell action for you guys this month. All right, next up, we got one oldie from Venezuela. $19.04, 2 Bolivar. 83.5% silver VG for $15. Chicken leg. Upside down. Anybody? Actually, I didn't notice that ding out there by the R the first time. Anybody want for 10? I didn't notice that ding there before. $5 off. If you can handle a little ding by the R, you get $5 off. All right, moving on. Yep, 500K minted. All right, we're moving on to Canada. Canada. Oops. One sec. I gotta fix my list. Canada has fell on the keyboard and wiped out one of my lots. Canonerd. Canonerd. Okay, here we go. So this is actually one of the key dates for Canada. Unfortunately, it does have a bend in it. So we have it priced as the grade below what it actually is. The bend's not that bad, but it's still bent. This is the 1908 large 8, 5 cents. 925 sterling silver in EF. Because of that slight bend, price is a VF at 150 bucks. If it didn't have that bend in it, this coin would be like 300 bucks. And I mean, you could barely even notice it unless you're really looking. You can just see the bend. I do have a little wiggle room on this one still if anybody wants to make an offer. If you submitted it for grading, it would come back saying genuine, but basically ungradable. Would I do 300 for the 08 and the Balboa? Where'd the Balboa go? Yeah, CM, I can do that for you. Balboa and this one going to CM for 300. So I'll just mark the Balboa down to 150. That way it maths out. Congrats and congrats, sir. All right. Where'd I put that Balboa? Oh. Yep, there it is. All righty. All right, next up, for some of you that have been wanting some of the better Canadian dollars, tonight's your night. We got the 1939 EF toned, 18 bucks. Have a good night, man. Sorry, I have lots of rubber bands I'm dealing with right now. It's got that cool dark toning going on. 18 bucks, 1939. And then we've also got two in AU that are 22 bucks each. And we have one that's a BU for 28. So this is the EF toned. That's the $18 one. Here's the first of the AUs, the $22 ones. Here is the second. And then here is the BU. That's the $28 one. Glare. So anybody on any of these? All right, moving on. Next up, this is one of the semi-key dates of the Canadian dollar series. 1949. 80% silver VF. 672,218 minted. Going for 20 bucks. Figure 80% of those have been melted down. Anybody? I probably know which one. Not right off the top of my head. Alright, moving on. Next up, these are even lower mintage. 1951, 3 water lines. 1948. I think I've only ever seen one of those. 416,395 on the mintage on these. One for 20 bucks. And again, this thing looks way better in person. The camera is not making these things look good tonight. That looks really weird under the camera. I don't know why it's looking like that under the camera. Alright, give me 1 sec. I just had a doorbell. I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, moving on. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it tonight. I know we're in the process of trying to get enough money together to replace this computer completely. So hopefully that'll happen soon. 1952, 3 water lines, AU. 406,395 minted, going for 20. Yes, but nothing is also boring. Alright, moving on. For share. Next up is 1953 wire rim. 80% silver AU toned. 20 bucks. I'm not on a scope right now. I'm on an actual webcam pointing straight down with a ring light about 4 inches behind it. Hey, Paul. All right, moving on. Here's another low mintage. 1956. 2009 of these ever made. It's AU, 30 bucks. Yeah, I know. They're coming out looking weird tonight. There's something up with the camera, I think. I mean, in times like this, I would, especially for those of you who've been around long enough, I would hope that you know that when I tell you it looks better, you know it's going to look better. That's why I work so hard to develop a good reputation with everybody. Keep it good and honest. Because, yeah, that looks like a weird tinge. And that looks like just weird. But that's... in person, that is not what it looks like. I don't know what's up. That streak there, right there, that's on the flip. I can tell you that much. Oh, yeah, I can do 18 on that one. 49 going to Aaron for 18. Now, let me try it out of it. They all look better in your collection. Yeah, that's without the... yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Alright, we're moving on. I gotta find that one for Aaron real quick so I can put it on his stack. Which one was it? 49? Yeah. All right, next up we have, for those of you that have been waiting for us to get these in again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 of these available tonight. They're all BUs and they're all 35 bucks each. The 1958 Death Dollars. That one's almost proof-like. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And number 7. 35 bucks each. Anybody? I know I've had some of you asking for these. Wondering when we're going to get them in again. Well, here they are. Tell you what, I'll go 180 if anybody wants all of them. That drops them to 30 bucks each. Saves you $35. If anybody's trying to like fill up a tube. Man, nobody. You gotta wait a couple weeks. I would recommend, Doug, don't come to Thursday's show then. Because you're gonna have a bad night. You guys will not believe the stuff that's in that sale. And again, just a reminder that sale is coming up on Thursday. Gigantic consignment sale. And the lot list for that will be going out tomorrow morning. All right, next up. $19.59 BU dollar, 28 bucks. %, silvers. I will have a list out tomorrow. I have to put the last touches on it tonight to have it all the way done. I can tell you now how many lots will be on it. For sure. So final lot count on that sale is 164. I have 40 lots on that sale that I still have to fill all the pricing in. And without those 40 lots on there, it's already up to $13,760. So on a guess, I would say it's going to be probably somewhere between 15 and 16 grand for the whole list. You better bring a due. That's why I said go off on it on pre-sale, so that way there's not that many lots when we hit the stream. So we're not having to do a 5-hour stream. So, all right, back to tonight's sale now. It's a biggin'. That's also why I said if somehow that thing magically sells out, I usually don't do giveaways for consignment sales. But if that one somehow magically manages to sell out, I might have to give away a gold. Just because it's that awesome. All right. Next up, 1960. AU, 20 bucks. You're not getting cold? You're not getting gold? I don't know. You never know. Maybe Richard has a bunch of friends that'll come and help sell it out. All right, next up, we got 2 of these available. These are the 1967 Goose Proofs. 28 bucks each. The Goose. Yeah, normally a sale that big, I would have split it up into 2. But the owner of the stuff needs everything back that doesn't sell the next day, so I have to cram it all into 1. All right, moving on. Give me a sec, trying to get these back together with their rubber bands. Got this new big giant bag of rubber bands, and they are kind of garbage. I'm very disappointed in them. All right. That was it for the $1 coins. Next up, we got 2 of these available. $1976, $5. 925 sterling silver BU, 28 bucks each. See, why do you need more auctions? Get all your stuff with me. You know I'm going to give you the best deals. Anybody? 28 bucks each. You want your squirrel? I can email you a picture. I wish I had that squirrel. Those things are cool. Those are actual real squirrels too. They actually look like that. It's I don't remember where they're from, but it's an actual breed. So we got, these are actually different, I just realized. We got one with the boats. Oh, that's the Montreal Harbor. And then that one's the Canadian world map. So these are actually different coins. 28 bucks each. Moving on. No love for the Canada tonight, really. Still baffled that not a single one of those debt dollars sold. Got people constantly on here asking me, when are you going to get them back? When are you going to get them back? Well, now they're back. Nobody got one. And then we got two of the $10. 45 bucks each. These are those big old chunky coins. These are like almost an ounce and a half of silver each. That one's the bicycles. And that one is Montreal Harbor. So if you've been one, just tell me if you want the bike or the harbor. These are the 2.5 by 2.5 flips. These are big coins. These things make silver eagles look small. All right, moving on. I can sell to you 7 days a week. Just do it through email. All right, next up. We don't get these in very often. This is the 1982 Canada Case Proof Set. 41 for... Oh, were you asking? I don't know. This is one of those Canadian case sets. From 1982. It's got the 50% silver dollar in it. And then, of course, you get your quarter, your half dollar, your penny, your nickel, your dime, and your regular dollar. So you're going for 20 bucks. It's got the card still with it. Well, I mean, I agreed. I wasn't going to say no. Comes in the cool book that has the snap closure. I don't know. He said 41 question mark and then he said sorry. And then he hasn't said anything since. You can't touch rubber bands? Why not? Alright, moving on. Do they react to your skin or something? Alright, final 4 lots of Canada. We have 4 of these available. These are 1922 BU bank rolls of nickels. These are going for $6 a roll. Never opened. $2022. Sorry. 2022. If anybody wants all 4, I'll do it for $20. That saves you $4. Makes them $5 each. If you get all 4. One going to Paul. Anybody else? 3 left. I don't know if he's still around. I saw him at the beginning. If he is, he's been lurking. They're 2022s. Did I weigh each roll? I did not. All right, we are moving on. All right, next up, we got a few USA Philippines. Hey, Bo. First one is the 1944 D 10 centavo. 75% silver VF, $3. By the way, I never check these for like the RPMs or anything. So you never know what you might get. Put you to the phone to cook dinner. Alright, moving on. Next one, we got 2 available. These are the 45Ds. We got one in EF for $3 and one that's a BU for $5. So that's the EF, that's the $3 one. And that's the BU, the $5 one. Yeah, I'll do that for you, Bo. 2 rolls of nickels to Bo for $5. Or for $10. $5 a roll. The only way I've ever found to get rid of it is to refresh. How much more do we have? We're on lot 85. But a lot of stuff is still available, so if there was anything earlier on that you were hoping to get, it's probably still available. All right, moving on. And the last one of these. $44D, 20 centavos, EF, $4. Oh, Westside's been in the VF on the 44D. You got it, sir. And this one going to Paul. Congrats, sir. Oh. All right. Next up, we got some albums tonight. Which means I need to rearrange a bit to fit them. All right, a couple went in pre-sale, but most of them are still available. Any Beatles? First one is the 1941 to 58 Whitman Dansko style. Go over $10. These are all in great shape. They have all of their insert slips. Anybody? $10. Going to Kelly. All right, next up. Starting in 1965, Washington Quarter Whitman Dansko style album. Again, going for $10. The only ones that are printed on there, Kelly, are 65, 66, and 67. Beyond that, you can put in whatever you want. Nothing else is printed. It's just blank slots. So you can just fill in your dates. You can put in proofs. You can put in silvers. Whatever you want in there. It's 2 pages. It holds 42 quarters total. $42 quarters and 10 pages. Or 2 pages. I'll do it for you for 8. You want it for 8? Or if anybody else wants it for $8, I'll do $8 on this one. Since it is a smaller album. All right, moving on. How many pages in the cent book? I think it was 2, I believe. Yeah, it was a 2-pager. For 41 through 58, so. Alright. Yeah. Next up, 1948 to 63, Franklin half dollars. And this one is going to Paul. Congrats, Paul. Alright, so if anybody wanted that Lincoln sent one, that one is still available then. Alright, so next up, this is another one with, this is a Whitman Classic, Dansko style. Kennedy half dollar starting at 1964, so at the beginning. Page 1, 2, 3 for those that are wanting counts. Dates are printed up to 1980. I just said 3 pages. 3. Going for $10. I don't use these. I use binders with 2x2 pages. Mine are all in 3-ring binders. Anybody? Yeah, it sounds like you're having some connection issues tonight for sure. That's why I could never do this on like a cell phone. I always do it only on a computer. Paul, you don't get the pages. You're not special enough. You'd only get the cover. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. All right, moving on. Next up, we are into actual Danskos now. This is 1878 to 1890 Morgans. Dansko. Excuse me. 25 bucks. Anybody? Yep, all the slides are in it. It is in excellent condition. There's no writing on it. It is a good looking Dansko. It's the best I can do. God, picky tonight. Every other time I have albums, you just buy them or don't. I'm gonna give everybody motion sickness now. Hey, hey, woo, wah. The end. All right, last call on this one. 25 bucks. I can't go that low on it. Not on a Dansco. Lowest I would go on it would be 22. All right, then we've also got the other one, 1891 to 1921. Also in great condition. Same as the other one. All the sleeves are there. All the inserts. If anybody wants both, 44 bucks for both. Saves you $6. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, and then next up, we've got two of these available. If anybody wants both, I will do the same deal. These are U.S. presidential dollars. If you keep them aside in a good place, yes, they can help keep your coins from tarnishing. I mean, they're not airtight like a slab, but yes, they will help. If you want to guarantee your coin, the best thing to do is stick it in an airtight. So these are for basically, like, one would be for Philly, one would be for Denver. And then it's got a whole booklet inside of it on, like, the different various presidents. Every page in between has the next group, their portraits. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Airtights is the way to go. Richard, are you grabbing both for the 44? Alrighty, both going to Richard for the deal. Congrats, sir. Alrighty. Alright, we are now on to American coins. Let's get back into position here. Get that focused. All right. Got a bunch of slab coins tonight. First one, 1999 Lincoln Proof. NGC Proof 69 Ultra Cameo, 10 bucks. Going to Richard. Richard beat you by a hair, Westside. Next up, 2004. This is a Proof 70 PCGS, 15 bucks. You want the 2 Morgan books too? All right. Perfect score. Going to Richard. All right, give me 1 sec to get his name on these and grab those books and put them on his pile. Morgan books, Morgan books, Morgan books. Where'd they go? There they are. All right, got your name on all that, Richard. All right, that was the PCGS 2004. All right, next up, we got another 2004. Also a Proof 70, but this one is ICG. Going to Sandigger. Congrats, Sandigger. No, I got your card out. Where is it? Where is it? No, I don't. Okay. All right, next up. (2007) ICG Proof 70 Decam, first day of issue. Going to Sandigger. Next up is 2008 Proof 70 First Strike Annex. Going to Sandigger. You got some competition tonight, Richard. Sandigger's quick on the draw on these. Gotta show them first. Gotta be fair. That's the rules. 2010. Going to Paul Hampton. Although, Richard, I do have a bunch that aren't on the list, and if you want me to send you a list, I can. Will do. It'll take me some time to get the list together, so bear with me. All right, that was the proof. Last of the pennies. 2010 Mint State 65 red, 15 bucks. Going to Paul. Bin list. I'm waiting for one of these days that somebody does that. That somebody just, as soon as I email it out, they're like, yeah, I bin the whole list. Chef kept saying he was going to do it eventually. Shoot me an email to remind me, Sandigger. All right, next up. Oops. This is an 1848 seated Liberty dime. Only 400, it's not supposed to say 400K. It's only 400 estimated survival on this coin. 90% silver good with a filled hole. Price is an about good. 35 bucks. Going to Richard. Let me fix that. There we go. Next up, 1888 S. This one's in a good, but it is cleaned, so its price is an about good at 15 bucks. Going to Richard. All right, next up, quarters. Hey, Steeler. All right, 2004 S. Proof 69 DCAM, Florida State Quarter, 12 bucks. Graded by PCGS. Going to Richard. And next up, 2004 S Michigan. 12 bucks. And going to Richard. And then we got 2004 Iowa proof. Hey, RC. Going to Richard. And 2004 Texas. Going to Richard. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? I've never been to Texas. And let's finish it off. 2004 Wisconsin. Going to Richard. So Richard got the whole 2004 PCGS set. Congrats. Alaska's way bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas except for Alaska. All right. Give me 1 second. My lovely wife did not fully fill these in on the list, so I've got to finish them real quick. Steeler, just for that, you have to wait longer. Almost done. All right. You have a feeling metals are going to shoot to the moon at the end of the month? Maybe. We shall see if your feeling is right. If you think so, make sure you buy up all the bullion silver that's in the sale on Thursday. There's a lot of it. All right, 2009 quarters, Puerto Rico. Proof 70 decam, 20 bucks. Perfect score. First day of issue. I forgot to put that on there. Going to Richard. (2009) Guam. Peru 70 decam, first day of issue. 20 bucks. Going to Richard. (2009) America Samoa. Peru 70 decam, first day of issue. Going to Richard. (2009) U.S. Virgin Islands. Proof 70 decam, first day of issue, 20 bucks. Going to Richard. (2009) District of Columbia. Proof 70 decam, first day. Going to Richard. Trying to say you want to see it? And the last of the set, 2009 Northern Mariana Islands. Proof 70 decam, first day of issue. Going to Richard. Congrats, sir. You have a full perfect set. Perfect. Here you go, Jay. Here's your coin. Since you asked nicely. All right. Next up. I know you guys have seen a ton of these. Ben the Squirrel. But this one's cool because it's signed by the 33rd U.S. Mint Director. So 1986 Statue of Liberty Proof 69 DCAM, signed by the Mint Director, graded by PCGS, $15. Going to Richard. You give me enough money, Richard, I'll do an expedition to go catch you one of those. Those are real squirrels. Fund my expedition, I'll go get you one. Stay. That's why people like it here, Steeler, because I have good prices. Next up, 1995 Civil War $50 proof. PCGS proof 69 DCAM. 110,000 of these were minted. This is going for $20. And going to Richard. All right. So we had basically we had 3 showcase items tonight. Two of them are sold. Let's see if we can get the third one sold. $18.77 trade dollar. 97 or 90% silver EF, $300. Oh, VF, sorry, not EF. That's a typo. It's supposed to say VF. You still want it, Richard? It's supposed to be a VF, not an EF. $300. The price is right. Just the typo on the grid. Yeah, all right. Going to Richard. Yeah, these are pretty rarefied coins. And of all the dollar coins, that's the collection I want to put together someday the most. I want a trade dollar collection. Hey, Silent Silver. Next up, 1986 S. Ellis Island commemorative silver dollar. Going to Jay. Congrats, Jay. Jay, if you want your package shipped, make sure you get that coin paid for within like the next day. Or it will hold up your shipping. Richard stacking up coins for the apocalypse. All right, next up. All right, I got 2 of these available. These are the 2019 Edison Light Bulb American Innovation Dollars. Oop, stacks upside down. Let me get the right ones. And Richard is bending both. Oh, there's what they look like. Since I didn't get a chance to actually get one under the camera. Congrats and congrats. This is a series I really think should have been more popular. These are really cool coins. If you're looking for something neat to start a new series, do the American Innovation Dollars. They're very cool. All right. Those were the PCGS ones. All right. We've also got 2 available of the NGC versions. One to Richard, one to Jay. Jay snagged one before you said both, Richard. So you get one, Jay gets one. Kelly, you were way late. All right, next up. There it is. 2020 Gerber variable scale, American Innovation. $12. 2J. There only was one of those, Richard. I only have one of those available. The last 2, I've also only got one of each. This one I wish I could keep, just because I'm a space freak. Hubble. Going to West Side. All right, and the last one. Septima Clark. Going to Richard. Gratzer. All right, recap. I'll keep an eye out one for you, Richard. might have one. I'm not sure. All right. All but 2 of the silver casino tokens are still available. And I did a deal on those. There's 11 of them left. I did a deal for 198 bucks for all of them. Otherwise, they're 20 bucks each. So it saves you 22 bucks if you get them all. And it's 6.6 ounces of silver right there. And Richard's taking that deal. Congrats, sir. Wait, give me a second. I gotta switch all these. All right. All right, next up, both Australia silver coins are still available. That's the 43S shilling and the 43D 3 pence. 3 pence is 10 bucks, list for 18. Shilling is a VF for 5 bucks. Anybody on those? Going to Richard. All right, both the Britons are still available. They're both 1942 3 pences. One is AU, one's an EF. Both going to Richard. Yep, World War II era. All right, Mexico. All right, I'll just link these off real quick. All the Mexico is still available. That'd be interesting to have another Kennedy in the White House. Got the 26 1 peso. West Side, what are you saying Ben 26 for? Been all Mexico with a discount? I can do 10 bucks off of it. Oh, bin the 1926. Okay. All right, so Westside bin that 1926 before Richard said that, so he gets the 26. Richard, you'll still get the 10 bucks off the other 4. So you're still getting a discount. I basically dropped the $70 one to 60. So it maths out. All right. Then the 3 Germanys are still available. Going to Richard. Gratzer. I've already got those at the lowest price I can do on them, Richard. 10 bucks is as low as I can go on those 3. Do you still want them? Okay. And then the 1 Venezuela coin is still available. I discounted it $5, so it was 15. I marked it down to 10 because of the ding on it. I didn't notice before. Going to Richard. Good night, Kelly. All right, Canadian dollars. All of them but the 49 are still available. All right, give me a sec. I can knock 32 bucks off of them. Alright, got your name on all of them. See, and now people are going to be saying, when are you going to get the death dollars in? And I'm going to be like, I had 7 of them. Richard bought them all. Alright, still got both of these Canada $5. These are 28 bucks a piece. I can't discount these. Both going to Richard. I just said I can't discount them. Yeah, the bigger Canada coins I cannot discount. So, same with the two $10 coins. 45 bucks is the price on these. I cannot lower them. But these are some big old chunky coins. Both going to Richard. Oh, I'm running out of room on the table for you. All right, the 82 case set is still available. 20 bucks. It's got that 50% silver dollar in it. And going to Richard. All right, then we got one more roll of the Canada left. The unopened original bankroll, BU 2022s. Going to Richard. I can do $5 on it. That's as low as I can go on it. Should get discounted $1. All right, then. These two on the USA Philippines still available. This one, the BU is $5. The EF is $3. And both going to Richard. I gotta figure out who bought the 44. Give me one sec. I gotta track down a coin real quick. If somebody bought it and I forgot to mark it. I gotta see who it was. Okay, it was Paul. Alright, last 3 lots. Are the last 3 albums. Going to Richard. Thank you, sir. And might I say, Richard, I will enjoy watching you make a valiant effort to try and sell out the Thursday sale. That's right. It'll only be about $16,000 if you have to buy everything. All right, so again, guys, I will have the lot list out for the Thursday sale tomorrow morning. 168 lots. So everybody, please hit it in pre-sale so that we don't have a 5-hour stream. Pretty please. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming out. And we will see you guys on Thursday.